Hey guys, Rockingtheblade here once again. What's up, everybody? Tom Lee, who wrote a gaming magazine article on the newest Spider-Man game, which, by the way, amazing game. If you haven't played it, go play it. I mean, everyone's talking about it. I mean, it's one of the top reasons why you have to get a PS4. Besides, Fist of the North Star coming out for it, the new Dragon Quest game coming out, God of War, so on and so forth. So much good stuff coming out for PlayStation. The Yakuza 2 Kiwami, aka Yakuza 2 Remake, is out. Yakuza 6 The Final Chapter Yakuza series is out within the same year. So, if you haven't got a PS4 or waiting to get it, now's the perfect time to get it. Especially now, if you're a PlayStation Plus member, you can get both Destiny 2 and God of War 3 Remastered for free. Now's the time to jump in and get a PlayStation right now, my dudes. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. You know what I'm talking about is old and, everyone's talked about at this point. But I just want to throw my 2 cents on it. So, Tom Leary, I hope I'm saying his name right. Tom Leary. Let's call him Tom. I know his first name's Tom. One of his articles, he wrote a gaming magazine, one of his gaming articles, he wrote about how they turned Spider-Man into a cop and how it sucks. And making it seem like, the cops are bad, that he shouldn't rely, that, Spider-Man's working with the cops, shouldn't be working with the cops, that cops are pigs, and he should be working with them and do his own thing. Okay. Let me address that. So, he works with this girl, Spider-Man works with this girl named Yuri, which, fun fact, the voice actor that plays Spider-Man's name is Yuri Lowenthal. And the girl he's working with is I believe is a Chinese descent woman cop who secretly works with Spider-Man without the other cops knowing, named Yuri. And also, what makes it even funnier than even that is that I believe that's Yuri Lowenthal's wife, who's voicing Yuri the cop in the Spider-Man game. I know that's meta as hell, but again, that's not what we're talking about. So, apparently, he thinks that Spider-Man is this trying to be this, like what Spider Cop's about. Spider-Man, there's a mission which is not much of a spoiler because it's right in the beginning, so it's like not really spoiling anything. So Norman Osborn gave these radio towers for the cops so they can radio each other whenever there's crime. Problem is, someone hacked it and shut them all down. So you gotta go around and reactivate them again. I know it was one of those busy side quest kind of dealios. But while he was doing that, he's monologuing like, as I'm this noir, tough as nail cop, spider cop, playing with me and my no nonsense partner Yuri. We'll take down the crime to absolute zero. That cheap, over the top noir stuff that you would see in stuff like Sin City and stuff like that. Over the top, as opposed to be funny. That's it. And that's all it is. And like I said before, hold on. Spider-Man is secretly working with Yuri because there's another side mission where you're stopping Fisk's men and because they're using again side quests very early using this backdoor internet to do some illegal shipping on weapons and stuff. And Spider-Man's also using that same backdoor to figure out to get cop signals so we can stop crimes. While because the EP cops put radio stuff. Put the radio signals out to tell the cops what's going on. He hacked it to where he could get that too, so he can go help with the crime. But and one of the cops that knew about it didn't say anything. And let them keep the back door because Spider-Man's being so helpful. But the thing, technically 2 people only really knows that he's working with the cop. He's more on his own kind of dealio, and that's it. He's not working with the cops. I mean, he technically is, but he's still being his own thing. He's still being Spider-Man, and this guy's making it seem like all cops are bad and all cops are evil. It's just downright ridiculous. Look, are there bad cops? Yes. Is it seem like a lot of bad cops are being shown more than the good cops? Yes. Because what I learned from life and from this movie called Nightcrawler, which is not only an excellent movie starring Jake Gyllenhaal, but it really gives you into the dark, deep world of news reporting and how it really is and how it gets its money and how overall how fucked up it is the way it's ran. But People would rather want negative news than positive news. Case in point, I remember Phil DeFranco. Shout out to his channel, by the way. And also that's where I got this dumb article from Tom. I heard a dumb article from Phil I was watching the Phil DeFranco show and he was talking about Tom's dumb article and shit. Anyway, Phil, I remember Phil a while back ago about a cop who every Thanksgiving, Christmas, brings food, turkey dinner and stuff to black underneath families, black Puerto Rican families. So white cop also gives them, he goes to these same neighborhoods, these bad neighborhoods, and gives them toys and clothes, whatever they need. I forget his name, and if someone could put his name in the comment section below, the cop who did that, I would greatly appreciate it. If I can find out, I'll put it in the comment section below who he is. But he's a cop that's doing all these wonderful things for his community to make it more, to come more together. There are great cops out there. There's great cops there's another great cop, for example, who I saw a while back in the news where, hold on, excuse me, this guy was in a wheelchair by himself in the middle of a thunderstorm, and he managed to push him into the sidewalk and stay with him until someone came to pick him up. I mean, that's another example. I think a while back ago, a kid was choking or something, and the cop managed to save this kid's life. So much so that when the mom saw the cop that saved her, when the mom saw the cop that saved her son's life, she cried and hugged him. So there are good cops out there. But every one story I've told you about, guy giving food and toys, helping a Samaritan, during bad weather, helping a kid from choking. From every story I just told you, there's like 10 stories that take over. That are 10 stories that are replaced because there's negative. And of course, this recent story about this, unfortunately, this girl cop walking into a wrong person's apartment and shooting the man, and then there's that big mess. And of course, that's the negativity and all that stuff that's going on right now. And they love stories like that. The other stories I mentioned get mentioned very, very far few in between. And hell, I work in a job where I work with cops personally, and they've all been fantastic. But not all cops are bad. And that's what I hate about this article. One, the spotter cop thing is only a temporary thing in the beginning of the game. That's just a joke. Two, he's not really working with the cops. He's only working with one, technically two cops on the down low because he's not supposed to be working with. Because they're not supposed to know those cops are not technically supposed to work with Spider-Man. And most importantly, not all cops are bad. I mean, like I said before, are there bad ones? Yes, but not all of them are like that. I know some persons that are fantastic. I mentioned those 3 stories I told you about. There are great cops out there, but not all of them are bad. I had this article, and it is, you can tell, like, it's kind of that SJW kind of crap where, like, he's trying to find something when there's really nothing to be found. And it's like, say he's trying like Dead Cells, the game, where Dead Cells, even though it's like a Metroidvania style like action game, but unfortunately due to all the controversy, with that dumb asshole plagiarizing Boomstick Gaming's review, that was talked about more than the actual game itself. Thankfully, people like Jim Sterling and even my favorite wrestler Kenny Omega gave a good shout out, and it sold really well. In fact, it sold really well on Switch. So thankfully, despite all the craziness surrounding that game, it sold really well. But that's what I got to start with Spider-Man too. Like, cops are bad. Cops are bad, and you shouldn't be working with them and crap. Like, one, again, not all cops are bad. The Spider Cop thing's a temporary thing, as a joke, which is, by the way, hilarious. Hashtag I want a Spider Cop costume, please. Either as a costume or a Funko. I want that shit, because I will buy that shit ASAP. The quote Fry from Futurama. Shut up and take my money. And that is a fact of life on that shit. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that, guys. I think it's a ridiculous clickbait article on something that's not a big deal. Just trying to make something out of nothing. And I think it's just ridiculous. You can tell this guy just barely scratched the surface of the game, because that's like, when you build the game, that's like one of the first side quests you do. It's not a big fucking deal. I don't know why this guy made the article he did. I think it's just downright stupid. Jesus Christ. I'll even link to the video, you know, the video where Phil DeFranco talks about it. Just wow. Just wow. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. As always, Rockingtheblade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out. Have a great day.